So in the last month or so, the GTA 6 leaks and rumors have sort of slowed down. For what reason, I couldn't tell you. But last night, something happened not only indicates where GTA 6 will be taking place, but also the fact that it's further along in development than we really had thought. Now, we're in the midst of a bunch of GTA Online news, especially new heists and a new location coming to the game, but that doesn't mean GTA 6 obviously, isn't being worked on. Now, up until this point, the only kind of real hint we had regarding a GTA 6 release date is the fact that it's not going to be coming out within the next year, only because GTA Online in the second half of 2021 will be a standalone product on the PS5 and Xbox One. So if Rockstar are making GTA a standalone game, they're not going to do that and then release GTA 6 the same year, like a month after. So we can kind of scratch 2021 as the release date. However, with that being said, what I'm going to show you guys indicates the game might be coming out a lot sooner. So this all comes from a tweet. This was the tweet that was tweeted last night. Someone called Vector Hold tweeted, GTA 6 will most likely take place in Vice City. Music rights clearing people have been hitting up Synthwave artists for a radio station, in quotes. Now, doing some more research into this, Vector Hold, this Twitter account, is a retro 80s synthwave project by a person called Peter Brian Rice, who specialized in sound design and production for 80s and 90s retro gaming soundtracks. So this person is a legit person in the synthwave scene. This isn't just some random Twitter account tweeting this information. This is an actual artist that is saying this. And the reason that is important is because apparently the synthwave community is a very tight-knit community, so it's not surprising that this person has heard other synthwave artists getting requests from Rockstar. Now, obviously, there's two things that make this super interesting. The number one thing is the fact that he says it takes place in Vice City. I don't know what makes him say that, although you could probably just put clues together. Synthwave, 80s style music, Vice City, they all go together. Now, whether GTA 6 will be taking place in the 80s or just modern times with a retro feel, that's something we don't know just yet. But it is interesting how they're going after some synthwave artists for a specific radio station, and he's saying it's going to most likely take place in Vice City. We kind of already knew that, but it is also just something good to hear from someone else that is somewhat reputable. Now, the other really interesting thing about this is how it kind of gives us a clue as to when the release date could be. Now, this is nothing obviously official, but when it comes to game development, music licensing and, radio stations and all that, that's usually one of the last things that gets done. You obviously make the game first, and then at the end, you get the music to fill it. So if that's the case here, which it more than likely is, that means this game is only like maybe a year and a half, maybe 2 years at max from being finished. Unlike the 3 to 4 years that I've seen talked about and rumored and speculated over the last couple of months. Now, like I mentioned, it's probably not going to release in 2021, but 1-2 years of finishing time, that puts it around 2022, which would make sense, especially given the fact that we're in a pandemic, and I'm sure the development of the game has slowed down a little bit. So honestly, this has been some pretty amazing news. Not only do we kind of know even more information about the actual location of the game, but we know from this pretty much that the game is relatively close to being done. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below, but I thought this was interesting to bring up. Obviously, again, we're in the midst of a bunch of GTA Online information and content news, but I felt like this was too important to not bring up. As always, if any more GTA 6 news comes out or any information or leaks come out like this, I will make another video to let you guys know. So hit that subscribe button if you want to be notified. But thank you all for watching. Please drop a like if you did enjoy. And as always, I'll see you guys in the next one.